Hey guys, in this video today, I actually want to cover, are Big Four or MBB consulting companies still hiring? Especially in the middle of this recession 2020, that's something that even I want to know. So, with the big illness affecting everything, I was curious as to how consulting companies were affected. While doing some research, I stumbled upon this website called Candor.co, which is tracking the status of 4,728 companies and their hiring statuses. This is the Candor.co tracker right here, showing thousands of different companies. Their main focus is salary negotiations, but I'm really happy that they're showing this, so it gives people an idea of who is and isn't actually hiring. There's so many companies here, and people are self-reporting this themselves, so it's possible that the information here may not be up to date. Be sure to check with a recruiter or on the website itself for more information. So from this huge list, I will pick out and go over the hiring status at MBB, Big Four, and maybe some of the mid-market consulting firms. Some companies I know are still hiring, others have announced hiring freezes, layoffs, or even salary reductions. All the scoop is below. So first off, I want to start with MBB firms, and I'm talking about McKinsey, Boston Consulting Group, and Bain Company of the world, These are like the top consulting companies that people want to go to for strategy. According to people at McKinsey, they're saying that they're still hiring at international offices, but the US is still unconfirmed. In McKinsey Canada, the internships for management consulting are continuing as planned, and in McKinsey US, management consulting internships are still continuing as planned. As for Boston Consulting Group, there's no further hiring for 2020 start dates, at least for consulting. But there's another report of some offices that have met their quotas and their hiring continues. And then Bain Company, there are a couple reports of hiring, and then some people mentioned hiring freezes. As for a current employee's perspective, they're actually still hiring, and there's actually the website, and I'll link it down below as well. Now, going forward into the Big Four, and I'm talking about Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers, EY, and KPMG. So let's start off with Deloitte. There are reports of hiring, there are reports of hiring freezes, and even some offers being rescinded. I think it really depends on what exactly you're doing. In one particular side, there are people that are software engineers that are still going on as planned, and they're still doing fine. Even in identity and access management, I had a recruiter reach out to me asking if I was interested in the role. So in most of the organizations, some are hiring in some super high need roles, but that is pretty rare. As for hiring freezes, there are definitely some other roles that are reporting hiring freezes, and that affects the majority of roles. There are some verbal and written offers that are on pause, but there are some areas where interviews are still continuing as business as usual. So now moving on to PwC. PwC actually announced that they're pausing their hiring, and they're trying to keep much of the boat as tight-knit as usual and trying not to lay off people as well. So there is some hiring going on, but that's in some certain niche groups. So if you look on the website, there's definitely some groups that are still hiring, and you could see that full report over there. As for the internships, some of the internships are actually going to be virtual, and it's been heard that interns are actually getting full-time offers for next year. Now looking onward to Ernst Young. In 2020, much of the employees may not be getting their performance-based bonuses. But in the current state, full-time employees are ensured job security. They're just going to have to do without their bonus. As for hiring freeze, on all entry-level positions, I've heard that hiring freeze is definitely going on there, and no new consultants are being hired at this time. In KPMG, they're actually hiring across major practices. The forensics practice is hiring as well. There's been one report of active hiring freeze in particular departments, and that layoffs may be happening for contractors of KPMG. So with the Big Four out of the way, what about the mid-markets? BDO has reports of hiring and a hiring freeze. They did mention that summer internships are going to start on schedule, but they also mentioned that contractors are going to be furloughed and that there's a 5 to 10% salary reduction across the board to those making over $60,000 effective May 1st. So they're probably in the middle of that, and that's just the nature of the market as it is. For Grant Thornton, I heard that recruiting for September start dates is still ongoing, but there's still a report of a hiring freeze going on as well. So that's pretty much what I know so far about all the different things from mid-market to Big Four to MBB. I hope this helps all you guys watching this video. If it does, please drop a like down below, comment down below with your thoughts, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.